Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I am, did one of those things. Hey, Roger. I did one of those things where I get super anxious and then I start doing other things to get my mind off of it. And then I forget to come back to this. Um, oh my gosh. Okay, I need to calm down. Let me get everything set up while we wait for people if they're going to come. What do I need to do? Okay, let me think. I need to push buttons. I'm on time, yes. I know. I'm like, my hands are all shaky and I can't push the buttons when my hands are shaky. Okay, hold on. What do I need? I need to push this button and I want top chat, live chat. Is that right? There we go. Live chat. Glendon Chan. Hi, Glendon. Hi, Ject. Ject? I don't know how to say your name. What is this thing? Save. Oh, can you guys hear me? Because I was having problems with my microphone too. And then I remember I just need to plug it into the phone, and then the blue light comes on. So EUC with Lucifer. Hey you. Thank you, Roger. J Rect. Oh! Oh my gosh. I did that with oh, what's his name? I did that with Jerkline. I thought forever his name was Jerkline, and because that's what it looked like, and it was like, no, his name is like, wait, what is his name? J.R. Klein. His name is J.R. Klein, but when you write it all together and I just read it, I was like, oh, Jerkline. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Okay, I'm crying. Okay, I need my drink. Check out my mug. I love this mug. This is my mug. This is my comfort mug. With comfort juice in it. All right. I need to calm down. All right. Comfort blanket. Mug shot. Oh, Marty's up before noon twice in the same week. Hey, Marty. I think I saw you pop up. Okay, I need to get my... You guys, I lost my spare phone. I had a spare phone so that I could like see all the chat, and I lost it. So now I need a new one. Wait, let's move the camera a little bit. What can you see? EX30 and my two masters. And I still have my Sherman Max, but I got to get rid of him. And I did sell my RS already. So how do I do this? Do I flip it this way? Ooh. Look at that. I have a whole tablet full of chat. Okay, so anyways, I need to find a new spare phone because this is like really big. Today we're going to talk about the EX30 and the aggro pads. Good morning, George. We're going to talk about what is the best wheel out there right now, and my disappointments with the EX30. What do you guys want to talk about first? Oh, dang it. And then somebody, Serge, I think, posted up like this huge long list of questions that he wanted me to answer. And I was going to go through and answer that, but now I can't because I was going to take a screenshot. Stan, are you a Hollywood actress? Can you please? No, I can't act. So that's why my videos are very low quality. Ash! Hi, Ash! Ash, Roger was telling me that he saw some video that you made, and I want to see it. So post it. Anyways, my videos are very honest because I literally can't act. Hi Ash. Liv, we love Liv. Liv is our favorite. Liv, I'm your #1 fan. #1 fan. Thank you, Liv. Love you. Oh my gosh. This stuff is not kicking in. All right, that was all of it. Damn it, I need more. I should have brought the bottle. Liv says, I'm also drinking coffee. Yeah, Liv, that's coffee. E-Rides. Hi, E-Rides. E-Rides. Afees? Is that you, Afees? I don't know. When it's like a company, I don't know who's like there. Yes, Liv. It's early. Liv, I am so anxious this morning. I don't know why. Drinking at 10 a.m. Who said I was drinking? I was just my comfort mug, which is nothing in there now. Oh, 1 mug's worth. Let's see if that's going to be enough. Omadel. Hi, Omadel. Okay, everybody. Specialty comfort juice. Everybody, please hit the like, subscribe. I have a super chat now, so if you want to super chat me, you can. I don't know what that entails, but we got it all going. Oh wait, I was talking about that other question. Oh, George says, did anyone see Kevin's autopsy of the Commander Pro shock failure? So sad. Omadel says, just wondering why you did not like the SS, the Sherman S. Okay, yes, we'll talk about the Sherman S too. Only 4 likes? What? Only 4 people like me? That's so sad. Yes, please hit the likes. I don't know why Duff always says it, Marty always says it, so hit the likes. Because we all want to be like Marty and Duff. I guess Duff is like really successful in all this stuff. I am not. I am like just a writer. I'm not affiliated with any companies or anything like that. The only reason why I got to test the Commander Pro and the V13 is because Marty was nice and like tossed me a wheel. Here, John. Ride this. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I am not anybody. All right, well, I guess we'll get started. Did anyone see Kevin's autopsy of the Commander Pro shock failure? So sad. I did not. But if there was a shock failure, that really sucks, because that's pretty much the only reason why I don't have a Commander Pro yet, is because I don't like that suspension system. It worries me. I mean, with these suspension systems, with the, you can buy aftermarket shock, you can get the linkages, and you can swap them out. If it fails, you can take it out, you can go get it serviced, you can go get it fixed, or you can get a new one and pop it in and all that. The linkages, all these different people are making different designs. Bagoda's making all different designs, and it's like customizable, and it's something that you can do. But with those other ones, the other type of shocks, the one that the Sherman S and the Commander Pro and the V13, all those ones, yeah, they work well, but even the Sherman S is only warrantying the shock system for like a year, and then you're out of luck. And then what do? I mean, how do you get something aftermarket? How do you fix it and stuff like that? So that is the only reason why I don't have a Commander Pro right now, is because of that shock system. Why do I not like the Sherman S? I I don't know. I was one of the first people to put in the pre-order for the Sherman S because back then I have my Sherman Max, which I love. I could spank anyone on the Sherman Max. Um, the Shermax, even people on Masters, right? And so that is a great wheel. And I was like, if the Sherman S is basically a Sherman Max with suspension, then I'm golden, I want that. That is exactly what I want. But then I canceled the pre-order after just seeing the design and stuff like that. I started to have my doubts, and I'm actually glad that I did. Um, so why don't I like it? I don't know. It's not me anymore. I seem to fit the Bagode wheels much better now. And the Shermax was great for me when I was a newer rider and I wanted stability and safe is what the Shermax was for me. Like I can dance on the beeps and I can have the pedal dips and I can dance on the pedal dips and it still kept me safe. I could live in 92% PWMs on the Shermax and be totally safe. And I love that. On the Master, I tend to want to stay in the 80 to 85% PWM. I know that he'll start dropping me at 92% PWM. He's not safe there. So if I can go to 92% PWM on the Shermax and on the Master, I can only go like 80% safely, 80, 85, then I actually can pull ahead with my Shermax. The Sherman S, I don't know. I was counting on it being a Shermax with suspension, but the Sherman S isn't. It's something completely new, completely different than the Shermax. And it's something that went in a different direction than I did. And then when I rode it, it kind of confirmed what I thought. It felt twitchy to me. It felt small. It felt underpowered. It wasn't responsive. When I was riding it, it wasn't responsive. If I went to go, there's a slight lag and then it goes. I've heard that they changed it now with firmware, and I knew that they could change it with firmware. They were just being stingy with their power, being conservative. Maybe that's a nicer way to put it. But they did change it, I've heard, and so it is better now. And maybe it's great now, but I don't know. The Sherman S has also had its whole list of problems with not having the crossbar between the two side panels so that it can like fall in. And then there's like, I don't know, what were people saying? Striction, something like that. And then the leaking suspension thingy stanchion, I don't know. So I don't know, but they've been having their whole issues, and I haven't been keeping on top of it. But I'm kind of glad that. And the thing is, I'm just a rider like everybody else. I'm not affiliated with any companies, and I'm not rich. Can people stop saying I'm rich? Geez. But yeah, so I have no reason to buy the Sherman S for myself, and I have no access to it. So I can't review what I don't have access to. Um, I'm not even a reviewer. Like, I'm just a writer. Marty just threw me over some wheels and then said, "Here, do this." And then I was like, okay. So I'm not a real YouTuber or reviewer. I know people are like, "Oh, your sound sucks and your audio sucks and all that." I'm like, I'm not a real YouTuber. I just play one on TV. So let's see. Is it Jorge or George Ateca? Curious to hear your experience on the EX30. I got mine a couple days ago and can't figure it out yet. Biggest thing for me, I feel like I have to lean pretty far to get it to go. Yeah. I'm also coming from a Sherman. I didn't have to lean all that much on the Sherman to get it to go. I'm 6'9", 300 pounds. Oh my gosh, how can you not get a wheel to go? um, Ash, you have to tighten the gold blots to increase responsiveness on the Sherman S. Ash, what gold blots on the Sherman S? What? I am so... Oh, bolts! Okay, I think my comfort juice is kicking in. You see how I'm starting to turn red up here? And that was so funny, way funnier than it should have been. Wait, how does turning gold bolts on a wheel make it more responsive? But I trust you. I'm not doubting you. But, with the Bagode wheels, there's no golden bolts that you have to turn to get it to respond to you. Okay. Let's see. Wait, Jorge or George has. Are you high at the I know, right? I'm sorry. Okay, let me calm down. Curious to know your experience on the EX30. Okay, so Jorge, George, um, watch my whole ride video of it. I go into great, exhausting detail about what I think about the EX30, and I'll talk about it some more now. But you can't figure out how to get it to go, adjust your pads, get your pads right, and try medium mode. Medium mode will give you this little pedal assist thing, and it will help you go fast on it. And the EX30 is not an easy wheel to ride. You have to learn it, you have to ride it, you have to like know what you're doing. You have to like, so I like it because it, okay, the Commander Pro is so easy to ride. You don't need anything extra to ride. You can ride a Master and all that. You can ride a Commander Pro, right? But I kind of feel bad because I kind of feel like the Commander Pro is kind of like the nice guy. He's there for you. He's got everything going for him. He's got it all right. And then you got the EX30, who is kind of like the bad boy. Like he's like, F you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to have high-speed oscillations and drop you at 99 volts. And who do I choose? And I'm like, Commander Pro is right there going, I'm going to take care of you. I'm got the fast acceleration, I got the speed, and I got you. And I'm like, but you're kind of boring. The EX30 gives you something to learn, gives you something to, oh, maybe I can fix him. Well, he's going to push me to be a better rider is, bottom line. But he is a step up. He is a challenge. And so that's why I like him better. um, all right. Bunny Slippers. Hi, Bunny Slippers. Um, Bunny Slippers. I can get the EX30 for a good price. Oh, yeah? Well, Lem can get it for a good price, too. If you want to get the best price for the EX30, check out Lem. I think Roger may have 3 more. I don't know. They're like 33 or 3,300 from them. But if you get it from Roger or Lem, then you have to be like an experienced rider that is comfortable with working on their own wheels and stuff like that. They're not going to babysit you. They're not going to hold your hand. Oh, Bunny Slippers is in Europe. Okay, yeah. Go with that. But if you want someone to hold your hand and stuff, then you want E-Wheels. E-Wheels is my favorite. I bought several wheels from him, Jason, and I bought my first wheel from Rev Rides, Nathan, and we love him. And then there's EVs, and there's Alien Rides, and there's I always do this. I forget everyone else. There's if you're in the England, Europe, but the London, there's E-Rides. Sorry, Hafiz. I am so bad at this, and this is not why I'm not affiliated with any companies. No one wants any part of this hot mess. Okay, anyways, let's see. J-Rect got an EX30 coming. Congratulations. EUC Lucifer says bolts, shock rebound adjustment. Okay, but what does that got to do with responsiveness? I'm talking about responsiveness. Like if I want to go, I want it to immediately go without any lag. I mean, yeah, I guess suspension and pedal stiffness can also go, I don't know. I think, all right. Commander Pro has oil leakage issues. I wonder if that style suspension is prone to oil leakage issues. And to be fair, many people have blown out the shock on the Fox the Fox DPS shock, they've blown them out, and that will leak oil as well. So if you are hard on these shocks, then they can blow out. And to be fair, that might be something for both. The difference is with the shock DPS, it's much easier to fix than with the other ones. Stan, I like your category of the naked versus closed EUC. I also prefer my EUCs to be closed. The naked look doesn't feel 4K. Well, it does. I mean, this nakedness is good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of torn now because I used to be very against the naked, and now I guess having my two masters and they're naked, and I'm like, the naked is growing on me. But yeah, I also like the clothes. I don't know. It's hard. I guess it's kind of a tie for me now. um Okamo1 says maybe move your pad setup a bit forward. Should shift your balance a bit forward. Yes, if you want help with acceleration, move your pads a little bit more forward, then you can lean forward more and all that. But I will caution that if you do that, you also lose some of your braking ability. So as much as possible, I would set it to center so you are neutral, and then maybe just give it a little more tilt forward. But if you have to, you can always move your. But I don't know. The person that was talking about that, they said they were like 6'9" and like 300 pounds. You shouldn't have any problems because try medium mode on the EX30, because on the medium mode, I remember it was like zippy. It was like easy acceleration. So try that instead of the hard mode. In my last video, I had it on hard mode. I switched it to hard mode after that high speed. Oh, no. I switched it to the hard mode after the 55 miles an hour. I had a dip. I had a strong dip on the EX30, and that, like, I was like, I shouldn't have a dip then. I had the dip and the beep at the same time. My highest PWM at that time was only 81% PWM, so I shouldn't have dipped at that time. But there's some firmware issues that they need to tweak and work out. So whatever. But yeah, it shouldn't have happened. So then because of that, I changed to hard mode. But yeah. All right. Jorge says it's true. I may have to acclimate to this new wheel. Yes, you do. This wheel is not one that you can just get up and go. That is the Commander Pro. The V13 has a little adjustment period as well. The Commander Pro doesn't have an adjustment period, at least not for me and many others. It is one of the easiest, most intuitive, most familiar wheels to ride. So if you don't want to have the struggle and all that stuff, that's where the Commander Pro is like the best at. Cameron, getting my EX30 through Lem. Yay. Container has been delayed, so I think there's a few more spots left. Roger, Fox sells a cheap seal kit. E-Rides. Haha, E-Rides here. Thanks for the mention. You're welcome. Thanks for being here, E-Rides. Roger, I'm pro naked. Moving on, Marty says 900 miles on our Commander Pro, no problems. Any particular wheel can have a problem. Yes, Marty, I love our Commander Pro. Yes, I was dogging on all the problems with the Commander Pro, you know, the inner mudguard and the sharp thingies and all that stuff. But honestly, of all of these wheels, the V13, the Sherman S, the Commander Pro, and the EX30, which one has the least amount of performance issues? The Commander Pro. Check it out. The underdog. The one that we all said had the shittiest quality of them all. And that one actually has the least amount of problems. Didn't drop me at low battery. All of the issues I had was all like none of them affected performance, right? I mean, and it was solid and it was stable and it was safe the whole entire time. The V13 has motor bolts shearing off. The Sherman S has like leaky suspension. The EX30 is dropping me at 99 volts, and he has these really bad, scary high speed oscillations at speed. Now, some people are saying, oh, there are a lot of people taking it at speed, and they're saying it's so stable. Are they taking it to 55 miles an hour? Because that's when I had my problem. So, and show Scott, if I'm the Alien Rides, he took it to 55, 56, and 58.9 miles an hour, and he knows what I'm talking about. At those speeds, there is a problem. So when we're talking high speeds, we're talking in those range. All right, I just lost my comments. Let's see. Jorge says, I'm going to try medium. I've only tried hard. Yes, try medium. It's a big difference, and it's good. Rewer, are you ever going to zoom with Lacer again? I miss seeing him while you're on your EUC. Looks so cool. Lacer is retired and happily retired. He was a racehorse, and then I raced him with endurance. He is now 19 years old, and he is enjoying his life retired, and he is loving it. So, I may take him out to Zoom, but probably not making videos about it or anything. So, I have plenty of other videos from the past with him. Joe Blow, Commander Pro, nice guy, girlfriend zone. Totally, right? It's so sad, but it's true. Oh my gosh. Okay, I keep losing my chat. The V13 will also turn off at 1 to 2%. Our friend Mikey took his to the end. Okay. So the good thing is that he was at 0% when he finally dumped me. Yeah. Slapsack69 says, Dawn, you're a badass. Thank you. I'm not really. It's all a front. It's all a show. I am like just an introvert and I'm just me. Live. Cut out 500 feet from his house. That's very similar to when he finally dumped me. I wasn't 500 feet. I was, I think, a half mile from home. Let's see. Cameron, I still don't think the EX30 is the high-speed wheel from Bagode. High-torque motors scare me at their top end. Yeah, I hear you, but Show Scott said he got his to 58.9 miles an hour. I don't remember if he said that was GPS or wheel speed, but that would be definitely up there in one of the fastest wheels out there. Although honestly, I am not really thrilled to be going that fast on these wheels. I think that's putting a whole lot of faith in your guardian angel. Can firmware update fix stability? Yes, that is what they're working on now. Apparently, Show says that they had this problem with the T4. It had a stability issue at the high speeds, and they did fix it with firmware. So they just need to do that again with the EX30, and he has full confidence that they'll be able to do it, and I have no reason to doubt him. Live, yes, lies. Dawn is a badass. Live. Didn't Mass cut out at 62? Did I read that wrong? Roger says Mass hurt his rotator cuff. Poor guy. I'm sorry, guys. I can't lie. Oh, God. I am so torn between loyalty to my friends and telling the truth. Maybe I'll just ignore it and just bypass this whole thing about Mask. Okay, so I am all caught up with my comments. Let's see. What do I think about the EX30? EX30 is not an easy wheel to ride at the moment. I don't know if I don't know if the firmware will be able to fix whether or not it's an easy wheel to ride. I think maybe with the stronger motor, it is like both powerful and sensitive, which is weird. Liv says, what's the next event you're going to? I don't know. Stan, which EUC do you feel the most comfortable in, at high speeds? It's a toss-up between... Wait, EUC with Lucifer said Dawn needs a cough drop. Why? Am I coughing? I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. It's a toss-up between the V13 and the Commander Pro. Both of those felt really comfortable at high speeds, but I was more comfortable with the V13 at high speeds, knowing that I could keep leaning and bumping, even giving it bumps at high speeds. And I'm out of my juice, Liv. Um, it's empty. Um, I can even bump it at high speeds, and the V13 was going to hold me and not cut out on me. And the Commander Pro, I was going at high speeds, but he was beeping at me, and I didn't know why he was beeping at me. But he never, wait, did he ever dip on me? He never dipped on me, and he never dropped me, even though I rode him down to 83 volts. So both of those were really good. I don't trust him. My EX30, I don't trust him as much. The EX30 is like a beast, and he's a little scary, and he's different, and he's powerful, and he's got so much power, which is like so sexy and so cool, but it's a little scary too. But that also has its appeal. So, so I don't know. But if you want safe, V13 has to be the absolute safest. It's not like we found out. It can cut out. It's not going to keep, it's not like the end all, like you cannot cut out on this wheel. But of all the wheels, it is the closest to that. It's going to keep you the most safe. It's going to try its hardest to keep you safe at the expense of some torque and performance. Um, let's see. Cameron says, yeah, EX30 left me kind of shaking from a few hard pulls. The sensitivity can whip you almost like a high side with pure raw power. Yeah, isn't it sexy? EUC Lucer says, been rainy in Cali lately. Don't catch a cold. No, I am over my cold. I am now feeling much better. Thank you very much. And it is raining as we speak, which is why I am inside doing a live stream and spending my time with you guys because it's all raining outside. FL Hamster, what about the Sherman S at higher speeds? I don't know. Who wants to give me a Sherman S to test at high speeds, huh? If anybody wants to, they are welcome to, but I don't have the money to go out and buy one of my own and test it out. Let's see. Okamo, 'tis sensitive for you tall folk. Low center of gravity and a bit shorter distance from pedals to power pads equals control points, making it more sensitive, plus stronger pull due to more power and weight. Okay. I'm not tall though. I am 5'4.5". Okamo, being short for EX30 with strength to throw it around is perfect. I am short. I do need to work on my strength to be able to throw it around. I can feel it. It uses different muscles, I think also because it's wider. So the V13 is narrow, and that actually helps with smaller people to be able to handle it. And then the Commander Pro is narrow, and it was like nothing to throw that around. This one is wider, which I'm not sure why, but I'm feeling soreness in different muscles. It's tapping in on different muscles to be able to push this one around. And I did switch it. If you watched my last video, you saw how the E-Rides aggro pad was starting to give me hot spots, and so it was harder for me to lean into it. I have since changed back to my Clark Titan pads. I love these pads, and when I switched back, I was like, oh, so nice. I do have some bruises from the hot spots that I got from the aggro pads, and I was worried about that with the Clark Titans, but the Clark Titans didn't bother my bruises, and it was like coming home again. But I do love these aggro pads because they are, I love the coverage. I love everything about them. It's just that this foam is harder. It's much harder than this foam. I can even feel it like this. It's like harder. So I want to see. Oh, I was gonna do this for you guys. I want to see if I can. Wait, where's the brake? This is the brake pad on the aggro pad, and I love this brake pad. Oh my gosh. I guess it's similar, but I can set this angle because this one is one piece. I can set this angle to be like the perfect brake pad. And it has these lights too on the back of the brake pad, which is like awesome. And it's just Velcro on. So these are really good pads, but me, I'm like super sensitive and I'm prone to hot spots. So that's what I'm looking at. But look, I figured this out on how to show you the comparison. This is the aggro pads up against the Clark Titan pads, and you can see the difference. The Clark Titans are this much larger, but I was thinking while I was doing this, I am lining it up on the bottom. I was thinking I could like maybe trace this out and use this as a template kind of to help me cut these ones so that I can move them in a little bit because it is a big span over here for me. And if I can just like move it in a little bit, then it'll give me a little bit tighter, give me a little bit more perfect setting that I want. Now, if you're also interested about the size, these are the Clark CPX, the extreme pads, which I loved before the Titan pads. And actually, I discovered the aggro pads are about the size of the Clark extreme pads. See? It's about this. Wait, let me find this one. It's about this. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Damn it. My hands aren't large enough to do this. But okay, so you can see. So these are the Clark Extreme pads. Let me get it off my chest. There. Can you see? So the aggro pads are very similar to the extreme pads. Actually, you do get a lot of coverage on these extreme pads. And I do love that they are like two separate pieces. That's my biggest complaint about the Clark Titans is that you have to cut it yourself. I have been able to ride these without cutting them, and they've been great for that. But I think I do want it just a little bit narrower to hug my leg a little bit better, and it'll give me better acceleration and braking if I do that. All right, comments. EUC with Lucifer. There, see? Dawn's not rich. She's not running out to buy all the wheels. Yeah, no. In fact, this EX30 is probably my last wheel for a while. And I only got it because I won a T4 at the Apple Valley races last year. And then I asked Millie if I could credit the T4 into an EX30 and just pay the difference. So I only had to pay like $900 or almost $1,000 with the fees and all that, but like $1,000 to get my EX30 because I credited my T4 into it. That's the only way that I could afford it, and that's probably my last wheel now for a while. Let's see. Liv, Dawn, we are average height. Don't call us short. I don't know. I feel short. Reword, Dawn's got 2 masters. Excuse me if you seem a little loaded. Okay. Klepto says something that is in a different language, and I don't know what he said. Does someone want to interpret? Interpretate? Oh God, what is that word? Interpret, right? Stan, do you like the direction manufacturers are going? I do. I mean, everyone hates on these Chinese manufacturers, right? But when I talked with V13, with InMotion, They were very receptive, and they've made a lot of changes. They changed their app. They changed their app. They're talking about upping the limit of the V13. They're very responsive. They upped their warranty, right? I've never worked with Kingsong, so I don't know about Kingsong, but Extreme Bowl, we gave Extreme Bowl like this huge list of complaints. And instead of saying F you, they were like, okay, we're going to fix it. And they fixed a whole bunch of things in a very, very short amount of time. I mean, they were on it. They're going to change the charge ports. They fixed the inner mud guard and the running bars over that the wire harness goes to. They fixed the rat's nest. They gave a relief to the taillight wiring. I mean, everything that we complained about, they addressed in a very short amount of time. You got to give them credit for it. A lot of companies would just be like, you get what you get and you don't you don't get upset, right? But no, all of these companies are very responsive. Begode is very involved with the community and all that. So yeah, I think that, we are in a very unique situation where the companies know that these are groundbreaking, very new, on the edge technology, and we are willing to be the test dummies for it, and they are willing to change and make adjustments according to our feedback. And that is a very unique situation, and I think that it's kind of lovely, this this dynamic that we have. Cameron Massey says, Circle of Wheel Life. I'll be selling my master once the EX30 arrives. I always try to find someone newish to the sport. Hurts every time, but got to keep the rotation of the stable going. Okay. I think I'm keeping my masters for now, but Squall Heart! Sorry I'm late to the party. Yay! Good to see you, Squall Heart. Bunny Slippers. I cannot sell my Sherman. EX30 will be my 6th wheel. Rewer says, I'm going to get 4 wheels and boy, build me a car. Chris Tarina says, I love my Titan pads. Yes, the Titan pads are my favorite. And I do love the Grizzla larges. I think the Grizzla's normal sizes are also good. These aggro pads from E-Rides are great. But my absolute favorite are the Clark Titans. So I have the Clark Titans on my EX30 now, and it was great. I just want to figure out how to cut it and make it look pretty, and adjust it a bit. Let's see, Max. About shaking on high speed, we got the same when we start fast acceleration from 0 to 80, and that not happening when we accelerate step by step. Looks like overpower protection. Do you have the same? Yeah, in my last video, you see when I slam it down, it does this weird little, and I'm not sure if that's just me pushing too hard and it being a combination between this wheel is highly sensitive and highly powerful. You know what that's like? That's like the Viper, the car, very sensitive, very powerful, makes it squirrely in the turns and stuff. It's it's a delicate combination to have. But I am looking forward to the firmware and see if that helps the stability. And I am looking to me improving as a rider, getting stronger and learning his sensitivity and adjusting to that, and then being able to tap into those. But yes, this EX30 is not, it's not like the Commander Pro. It's not that safe and stable wheel. This is something you've got to give it, time and effort to learn how to ride this right. Let's see. Squallheart says, I wouldn't call that overpower protection. I agree. Fro says, I literally just got my M10 from UPS right now. My first wheel, kind of nervous. Congratulations. I love the M10. I don't have one. I have an M10 III. But I've ridden other people's M10 and it is great. Roger says da 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 means hello. Yay, thank you, Roger. RG says for nervous is good, all the protective gear. Yes. Marty, what's a hotspot, Don? You throw out a lot of terms that some people may not understand. A hotspot is when the foam is hard and you're leaning on it with your shin, which is already bony, and like me, I have my knee shin guards on, so that's a hard plastic with very little padding, and I'm pushing on this with my bony shins, then it hurts and it starts developing a bruise, and it, to me, I call it a hot spot. It's an owie point. Owie point. How's that? Is that better than hotspot? Don't you guys love my technical terminology? So that's all it is. And the thing is, I have yet to have a hotspot with these Clark Titan pads. This is a special kind of foam that is much softer. It's soft, but it's still firm. And it's still like, it gives me like all the support I need and yet not have hot spots. Not, so it's like, I don't know, it's somehow perfect. So that's hotspot. Let's see. Marty there. FL Hamster. So if you could only have one all bases covered wheel and rid yourself of all others, which would be sitting behind you? Well, that was supposed to be the EX30. It would have to be a long range wheel. If I was only to have one reel, it would have to be a long range wheel because I do long range rides. Otherwise, I'd never be able to ride with Marty again and do our mountain rides. So it would have to be a long range wheel, which leaves us, which cuts down the list very much. And then it's the Commander Pro or the EX30 if I want suspension, because I do want suspension. So the V13 is not long range, so that is now out. It would be between the Sherman S, Commander Pro, and EX30. Those are your three long range wheels with suspension. Sherman S is out because it's 100 volt. So of the 134 volt long range wheels, you have the Commander Pro and the EX30. So here is the thing. Do you want the safe, nice guy, or do you want the bad boy? The EX30 is harder to ride than the Commander Pro, but it probably will make you a better rider in the end, challenging you to learn it. So at least that's what I'm telling myself. All right, let's see. Liv, I had to backtrack because Nick wanted to know about the EX30 dropping you at 99 volts. Is that in your other video? Yes. So I I got all distracted with squirrels and didn't check my voltage, and I was down to like 36%, but I think I was still at 117 volts. And I ran out of battery, and so at 100%, I got extreme tilt back, and then at 99%, it like kept tilting, and in the picture that I used for the thumbnail for this video, you can see how extreme that tilt, its nose was like up here, okay? He was so tilted. It was such an extreme tilt back. But I wasn't giving up. I was figuring out how to scooter on him while riding his tippy nose. My butt was on his nose and I'm scootering, and then I may have stopped or paused or something, and then he was like, I'm done with this, and he just dropped dead. Like he shut off completely. Now, Roger says that because I didn't change, I thought I changed my roll angle, the 45 degrees is stock and you can change it to 65 degrees. So Roger said, I thought I changed it to 65, but I didn't. It was still at 45. Roger says that what probably happened is that it kept tilting, and because I wouldn't stop pushing it, then it tilted past 45 degrees, and then the roll angle cutoff kicked in, and that's why he shut off. So Roger's so smart. That's why I love him. Um, I don't know. All you guys are super smart, and that's really helpful. But that's what we're thinking is happening. If that isn't it, though, then yeah, at 99 volts, he shut off on me. He totally shut off. He turned off and he fell over, and I just looked at him and I was like, "Are you effing kidding me?" And I was so mad at him. But yeah, he shut off. Shut off. Gave up. Commander Pro never gave up on me. All right. Um, let's see. Chris Torina, I will test any wheel that Bagode or any company send me. Yeah, me too. J-Rect, I love the Grizzla Flex. Huh, I haven't tried that one. Road Trip, Dawn and other YouTubers do all these tests on newly released wheels, should get paid. I wish, because there is a certain amount of risk to it. I mean, there's so many people going, yeah, go super fast and stuff. And I'm like, you guys know that if I crash and almost die, who's going to be picking up my hospital bill and who's going to be like tending to me? Nobody. I'm here all alone. So stop trying to make me kill myself, because I do a really good job of that on my own without any encouragement. Slapsack, yo, the Viper is sick. Yeah, the Viper is sick, but you know how it's twitchy and it's like, no, you wouldn't call that a stable, safe car to ride, right? But a lot of fun, but lots of skill to be able to do that um, safely. Reaver, by the way, I'm one of those TSG helmet bros and totally agree. It's definitely not very safe. I love because of the weight. Yes, and if you know the risks, you are making an informed decision. People can make whatever choices they want to make. I've ridden without a helmet before. I'm not judging. I'm not a helmet Nazi or a gear Nazi or anything like that. My only thing is I want people to make informed choices. So I just worry about the newbies that come into it going, what's the safest, best helmet I should get? And people going, TSG, TSG, TSG. I'm like, no, 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 no. Wait a second. No, 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 that is one of the most popular helmets in the EUC world, but it's not the safest. If you have kids to go home to, or you just don't want to die because you're sane, then, TSG has its perks, and it is one of the most lightweight helmets out there. It has a really nice peripheral vision, gives you great field of view. What is that called? FOV, right? Field of view. But safety wise, it is not the safest. And I have personally witnessed my friends crashing in our rides and having severe, um, acute, immediate concussion symptoms that I didn't see when I was racing motorcycles, and we're crashing at 3 times the speed that EUCs are crashing. And it is absolutely devastating to see your friends that you love stumble around, not able to get up off of the ground because they've knocked their heads so bad and their helmet did not save them from that force. And then them not being able to remember as you're speaking to them and not be able to function and all that. That is not cool. And that is the only thing I have about the TSG, is that I don't know, seeing my friends go through that is not cool. And it is an option. It is a choice that you can make. It doesn't have to be that way. It is avoidable. Get a real helmet. Okay, I need to stop ranting and stop getting emotional. Let's see. Stan, do you have any exercise suggestions to become a race rider? I'm not a race rider. First off, whatever helps you with your core muscles, calisthenics. I love calisthenics, core muscle exercises, balance exercises. They have those balance boards, calisthenics on the bars. I have rings that I do calisthenics on, and a pull-up bar, and squats. Squats will definitely help you, especially when you're trying to ride seated. Squats, build up your don't skip leg day. Um, Chris says, I thought a hotspot was for Wi-Fi. Amadel, is there anyone who does not like Dawn? Aw. Oh, there are. Lots of people don't like me. Max, how do you get the EX30? Is that pre-release or you have a regular supply of them? That sounds funny. I wish I had a regular supply of EX30s. No, in my last Apple Valley race, in the race the first place got the Master, which was Maribel, and then I got second place, so I won a T4, and the third place got an M10-4. I won the T4, but I reached out to Millie and said, hey, instead of you guys sending me the T4, can I credit this into an EX30? And she said, sure, just pay the difference. And I was like, absolutely. So I paid the difference between the T4 and the EX30, and then that was how I got this. And now I'm kind of regretting it because I kind of want to get the second batch that you guys would all be getting now, because he's yeah, my last video talks about my disappointment with him. Squallheart, I like Dusk as well. Both are great for photography. Um, love the bad boy analogy. Squall, I enjoy the EX30 suspension as long as it's dialed in well. This suspension is one of the best stock suspensions, and I don't think I have to change it, which is amazing. This suspension is very good. Road Trip says, Max, you can pre-order the EX30. Yes. No love for the Master X, 3600 watt hour version of the Master Pro. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Master X. So someone send me one. Let's see. Let's wait, I lost it. Max, in your long range test, how many miles did you finally make? 58 wheel miles. Squallheart, go big or go home. Bunny Slippers, 4800 will get me home. That's the Master Pro. Liv, thanks for explaining. You're welcome anytime. Yes, 58 miles, 58 fast miles with average speed of 30 miles an hour, top speed of 48 miles an hour, wheel speed. So I don't know. I'm not super impressed with the range, but it's a 3600 watt hour wheel, so it's same. And I was going fast on it, but still, I don't know. It's okay, the range. E-rides. Hey Don, we will make the aggro softer. Ah, yes. Okay, if you can do that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm getting so excited. Do this foam. Yeah, this is a little stiff. It's a little hard. Let's see, Squallheart, I'll test any wheel too. We'll all test wheels. That is what we are doing, though. This is cutting edge technology. We are all testing these wheels. Squallheart, I hit tilt back on the V13 the second day I rode it. Yep. EUC with Lucifer, he's acting squirrely. Relationship issues. Absolutely. Cameron, Viper has a ton of accidents. Yeah, and I think this guy's like a Viper. Stan, how much input does Roger have with manufacturers? Does Roger have a favorite brand? Ask Roger. I don't know. How much input does Roger have with the manufacturers? I don't know. He is able to order wheels from them. He talks with them. I don't know. Does Roger have a favorite brand? I don't know, but he owns a lot of Bagode wheels. I'm trying to think. He had the S22 as well. Um, I think he owns King Song. I think he has a King Song something. I don't know. It's hurting my head trying to figure that. I'm scanning my memory on what I know, and I don't know much. So ask Roger. Um, let's see. Oh, Roger answered already. Here I am, like freaking out, and Roger already answered. Roger says I only chat with Bagot. I'm not picky. Squallhard says TSG if you don't go over 40, but better under 30. Yeah, but I think the crashes that I saw with the TSG and the bad concussion issues, they were going under 30. And the thing is, it's not just about speed, okay? Because actually, if you go at a higher speed, your chances are more likely that you're going to slide and it's going to dissipate that energy, the impact forces. When you crash at a lower speed that doesn't allow you to slide, what happens is you get the full impact force because you don't slide out that impact force. So when you get the full impact force, it is actually more crucial that you have that padding and you have the shock absorption of a really good helmet. So actually, yeah, you need a better helmet if you're going to be crashing at low speeds. EUC Lucifer says TSG terribly sucky gear. Okay, EUC Lucifer was the one that you posted that video of your crash with the TSG where you were knocked unconscious, laying in the middle of the street, unconscious and unable to get up off of the road, right? And it was heartbreaking to watch because that is exactly the symptoms that I'm talking about. That is exactly what I saw with my other friends that had similar low speed crashes. If you haven't seen his video, definitely watch his video and see the reality of what that is like and if you want to risk that. Um, let's see, where am I at? Squallheart, TSG only rated for 40 under specific conditions. Nope. Personally, TSG is a no-go for me. But that doesn't mean that I'll judge you if you want to. I'm just saying, in my mind, it is very clear that TSG is not safe. And it's funny. I know cheap helmets. There are cheap, showy helmets that are cheap that is way more protective than the TSG. TSG isn't even a cheap helmet. It's expensive. You can get much better. There's just something wrong with the TSG. I've just never seen such bad concussion syndromes with any other helmet, even cheapo helmets. I mean, there's something wrong with the TSG. I don't know what it is. Um, EUC with Lucifer, how's the recovery going? Yes. Cameron Massey, a 30-mile-an-hour crash can result in 250 for a few milliseconds. Anything over 100 for a few minutes kills you. We have impact zones in cars for a reason. Get a better helmet. Yes. RG, deep down, we all know a glorified bicycle helmet isn't enough. Thank you. EUC with Lucifer, concussion and stitches wearing the Pass Pro. I'm recovered now except some residual pain from broken clavicle, but it'll get better. Good. I'm glad you're healing, Lucifer, EUC Lucifer. Marty says Chooch loves that woman. What? Chooch loves what woman? I hope you're not talking about me, because we all know Chooch hates me, and that is... Oh, I'm so heartbroken about that. Chris, Tarina, that other woman. Yeah, apparently I am that other woman. God, that's horrible. Rewer, hey Marty, isn't it funny how he stopped complaining after he got to ride the V13? Yeah, the last I heard, he is like having a blast with the V13, which is awesome. I'm glad he's happy now. You see with Lucifer, baby got his binky. Oh, Reaver says he can be quite ridiculous. Kurt E-Rides, you guys openly ship to America or nah? Marty says, you talk about difficulties riding the EX30, but how about at speeds less than 35 miles an hour for the rest of us? Marty, the EX30 less than 35 miles an hour is a walk in the park. My last video, I kept it at 35 miles an hour. I don't know. I kept it at like, right? Didn't I? I kept it at 30, 40 miles an hour for the average for my range test, and it's it's easy, especially medium mode. You guys, medium mode is the key for easy acceleration with the EX30. Oh my gosh, I lost my comments again. So medium mode, medium mode, medium mode, if you want easy acceleration. You guys, I have to go potty because of this. I won't. I'm going to hold it, but I'm just saying. Okay, this is, maybe I'll cut this video short because I have to go potty, or I can pull a Duff and have you guys wait. No, I won't. I am fine. Let's see. Rich, have you tried Grizzla flow pads? How do you like and compare to the Clark pads? These are the large Grizzla flow pads. They are one of the largest pads out, especially this way. This way is, I think I measured it at like 3 inches. 3 3 1/8 of an inch. What am I doing? How can I show? Like this is 3 1/8 of an inch. This would be the second largest pad. And this is, wait, maybe if I measure this way. This is 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches if I measure this way. So look at the difference. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Here we go. Okay, these are the largest and they stick out the most, which means that these are the ones that are going to be able to lock you in the best. They are also the tallest, you guys. These are the Clark Titans compared to the Grizzla large flows. Look how much taller that is, right? So these will be able to these will be able to lock you in, okay? They are going to lock you onto that wheel. And they have this adjustable angle that I love, but do you want to be locked into the wheel? And if you like to do seated riding, your leg is going to have to come all the way out 3.5 inches and out. So it makes it a little harder to do seated riding. It is very... So yes, and these are also stiffer foam, and they do give me hot spots, which is why I have them, and I haven't even put them on. And I buy this out of my own money too. But softest and no hot spot is this. All right, let's see what else. Marty says Roger's favorite wheel of all time is the Master. I think it is. But he did like my EX30, so maybe he's going to go EX30. Squall, under 35? What's that? I know, right? Who rides under 35 miles an hour? Chris Tarina, the hardest I've fallen so far on an EUC was my M10-4. Do not think that speed equals the most danger, because speed actually can help you because it'll let you slide. The slow speeds where you get the full brunt of impact forces onto your body, that is going to be a lot more than a higher speed crash. And then it depends on how you crash as well and all that stuff. But when you're traveling at speed and you have that momentum, it actually also gives you a little more reaction time. We're talking about split seconds, but those split seconds do matter. When you're going slower and you just go splat without hardly any reaction time at all, it is rough. So don't think that high speed or low speed equals an easy fall. That's not necessarily it. And the EUC actually puts you right in that danger zone where it's fast enough for you to be absorbing a ton of impact forces and not fast enough to make you be able to slide out all of those impact forces. So that is a very, very definite danger zone right there. Um, let's see. Stan, does Marty give patches upon completion of his endurance rides? Did Duff complete Marty's ride? Duff did complete it. He survived, and I believe he's still alive today. He lives to tell the tale. Marty doesn't provide any patches or stickers, but there was a T-shirt available for the EUC, his Marty's EUC tour. Kurt, that was a scary video indeed. Yeah, he's talking about EUC Lucifer's crash video. That is a big wake-up call for everyone, and everyone should watch it. Let's see, EUC with Lucifer, exactly. I had to learn the hard way. TSG is just a shell, pretty much. Pretty much. Yes, yes, it looks cool though in light. There are two types. The Pro is not as great as the original, but they both still suck. Max, if Emotion finally unlocks speed limit for V13, will it change some? How's your wheel preferences? Like moving V13 higher or on the first place? I don't know. All right, guys, I'm really sorry, but I am going to have to take a break and be back. If you guys want to take off, then fine. Let's see. I am going to be back in just a few minutes, and I will talk more about the EX30, and go ahead and put down some more comments because I am all caught up. So, I'm in my pajamas, by the way. I'll be back. I'm going to blame nerves. I need water. I need sustenance. I need food. Oh my gosh. I haven't eaten in forever. The EX30 ride totally wore me out. I was fighting that tilt back for so long. I need my safety blankie. All right, let's see. If Emotion finally unlocks the speed limit for the V13 as they promise, will it change some how your wheel preferences, like moving the V13 higher to the first place? I don't know, because they were talking about changing it to 70 miles an hour. I honestly don't know if I want to go 70 miles an hour on an EUC. I mean, I know I say that, and then if it did become available, I probably would. And the V13, I think, was the most stable at high speeds, so I probably would feel safe doing it. But then you gotta think, with just one wheel, your chances of crashing, and you have nothing to protect you, no cage like a car or anything. I don't know if I want to crash on an EUC at 70 miles an hour. So I don't know. We're getting to the point now where I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it to take that risk. I'm already like this one. Show said that he got up to 58.9 miles an hour on it, and I'm already like, I don't know if I want to go that. Um, of course, all you have to do is get someone to do that and pass me, and then I'll probably chase them because I have a thing about chasing. Oh no, I lost my chat. Oh no, how do I get my chat back? Oh my gosh, you guys, I am such a hot mess. Let's see. Nope, my chat is gone. Oh, here we go. I got it back. Let's see. Where am I at? EUC Lucifers, better a heavier bobblehead looking helmet than risk brain damage. Yeah, I have brain damage. I am saying that that is why I have so many issues. Um, How many miles you get? 58 miles on my range test. 58 wheel miles. Squallheart, just go. We'll be here waiting. Just make sure you wash your. I washed my hands. I have soap from, what is that called? Not Bed Bath and Beyond. The other one. But it smells good. I love the smell good foamy soaps that I get from. I can't think of it now. But you know those fancy soaps that are foamy and they smell yummy? Let's see. EUC Lucifer, listen to the rain trickle trickle. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Drip drip drip. You can hear the rain? Oh my gosh. Any plans on getting the new Clark Bio concept pads for the EX30? I do not. I did try out the Bio concept pads. EUC Tony works with Clark pads, and I talk with Clark pads and stuff. And I was able to try the bio pads, and it is like this new concept, and you lock yourself. Yes, Bath and Body Works. Thank you. You're able to lock your leg in, and it is cool, but I didn't really like locking my leg in like that. I had this bad experience where I thought I wanted myself locked into the wheel. And then what happens is that I was locked into the wheel and I had a pedal clip and my wheel spun around on me. And I put one leg down, but my left leg got caught in the wheel getting locked in, and the wheel spun around and it twisted my whole lower leg and it tore all these things, all the soft tissue in my leg. And that is how I broke my leg and why I wasn't able to do well in the races. The I'm dying, you guys. I'm sorry. The Apple Valley races, and I was limping and my ankle was completely torn. So after that experience, I no longer want to be locked into my wheel. You know how when it pedal clips and it spins around, and if your leg's caught up in there, it twists and can tear things, and it was horrible. And it took a long time for me to heal from that, and it was not good. Um, Let's see. So that's a bio concept pad. Stan, do you know the guy who demoed the V13 for Alien Rides? He's a boss. Does he compete? I've never seen a V13 dance like that before. Um, I don't know. I know Show Scott is with Alien Rides and he's a really good fast rider. So maybe it's Show. That's the only I don't know the guys at Alien Rides that well. I think Show is the only one that I really know from Alien Rides. So I don't know. I'm sorry. Um, Squall still needs to try out those new Clark pads. Chris says rumor has it Duff's legs are still sore from when he came out to California. um, let's see. Take a break. Thanks. Cue the hold on music. At least Duff plays a video when he leaves us. I'm sorry. Like, it was an emergency. I drank that whole mug. Like, I gulped it down so fast, and my nerves, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so unprofessional. It is so embarrassing. um, let's see. What sound is, oh, you guys heard me peeing. Oh, great, because I had my mic still on, right? Yeah, okay. We heard you flush. At least I flushed. The Titan pads are so comfortable. By far the best pads for me. Yes, I love the Titans. Might be the sink, good on wash. Has anyone seen the movie The Naked Gun where he goes to the bathroom but his mic was still on? All right, guys. Yes. So I totally just peed on live stream. Anyone, no one can now say that I am not a hot mess. All right. I have just given you guys absolute definitive proof that I'm a hot mess and there is no sugarcoating this. Squall Heart, I'll take it to 70, likely 65 or so GPS. Live, don't lose us, Dawn. What should I make for dinner? Lasagna. Ooh, make some lasagna. Squall Heart, 58 GPS on a V13. I've hit that in wheel speed, but the thing tilts back a lot at that speed. Um, I prefer a semi-locked in experience. Show. What was in that mug? The drink. It was margarita mix and guava juice. I love guava juice. Um, but it doesn't take much for me to get tipsy. Um, it helps that he barely weighs anything. Cameron, I agree with Duff. It wasn't setting a great example wearing just a helmet in the video. For show, it was a good V13 review. That show, though, I thought it would be show. Thankfully, it wasn't a number 2 live stream. He wears minimal gear often stream. Pete on live stream or live stream on live stream. Oh my gosh. I'm lactose intolerant. Oh, I forgot you're lactose intolerant. All right. What should we make for dinner then? Ramen? Can we do ramen? Um, Marty, are you going to the final tour? If so, people can join the tour to meet Dawn October 14th. Marty's last EUC SoCal tour. Okay. So what Marty does, and you guys all know this already. I don't know why I'm telling you, but Marty brought it up. So okay. Marty does the SoCal tour. It's like 10 days of EUC riding back to back. And it is all of his most favorite rides in SoCal. We got mountain rides, we got beach rides, we got, I don't know, long distance rides, all sorts. So October 14th is going to be his next one this year, and it's going to be his last one. Although he said that many other years, right? So who's coming? I will definitely be there. I have to be there. Marty helped me not get into it, but after I was in it, Marty was a first EUC person that I met. And so I will be there for this tour since it will be his last one. And last year was my first time doing his tour because I've only been riding a year. But last year I did all 10 days. Was it 10 days? It was like days, and then it was like a bonus day too. And I did all of it. And I ran rescue missions. I ran rescue missions and everything, and it was so much fun. So, yes, come do Marty's tour. Um, Squall says you're hot. Is it because I'm willing to pee on live stream? God, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry, guys. That is horrible. Road trip. I think I need to renew my passport to visit the US to do Marty's tour. Yes. Autographs. Autograph. Sign my wheel. Marty Marathon. Yes, the last tour. Why the last? Marty always says it's his last tour, but is it really? Because I think deep down inside he is addicted to us. So he always says it's his last tour because it's a lot of work for him. I mean, he's doing it alone. He won't accept help. I mean, I've offered to help him, and he's like, no, I don't trust anybody. This is my thing. I don't know. It's Marty. So, but he always says it's his last tour. I don't know if I believe it. I thought last year was his last tour. That's why I did it. And then he was like, oh, I'm going to do another one this year. And I was like, but it might be. I don't know. So just in case, we should do it. And maybe that's his plan all along. Um, Marty cannot hold a final tour until he has found a successor in SoCal. No one can be Marty's successor. I don't know how to say that word. Marty is Marty. He will be the, what is that word, Liv? Do you say Godfather? Like the movie Godfather? Like Mafia Godfather? Or is it grandfather? But that's grandfather sounds old. I don't know. Godfather of EUC, right? EUC with Lucifer, how many final tours will there be? Kiss had done like a dozen final tours. Marty Mountains, last one for the year. Does Marty have a recommended EUC for his endurance tour? I think Marty loves the EX30, right? I know he's selling his Commander. I don't think he's that thrilled with the Commander Pro, and he hasn't really played with the Sherman S. So I think Marty is EX30 on the EX30 train, boat, wagon, bandwagon, EX30. I don't know, whatever the saying is. M10-4. Let's see. It's not the Marty tour without the Marty. He's the godfather of EUC. No, godfather. Everyone hit the dislike button. Why? Why you dislike all of a sudden? Big Papa Marty. EUC grandfather is his title. No, Liv is saying godfather. Does that mean mafia? Does godfather mean mafia? I don't know. Let's all go to Omedel's channel and do that. Did you guys hit the like button? Hit the like button. I don't know what it does, but Duff and Marty always says hit the like button, and I want to be like them. Marty Tour 2025, now hosted by Dawn and Roger. Okay, you guys. I am not good with people. Did you watch my last video when the guys in the van tried to talk to me? And I'm like totally facing away from them, and they're like talking to me, and I'm like, huh? I'm like, okay, thanks. And I was like, you guys, I don't like it when people talk to me. Okay, so I'm not good with people, but I I set up a ride at Fullerton Loop, and this is really embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I'm just telling you guys all of my embarrassing stories right now. Um, I set up this ride at Fullerton Loop, and then like I took off. There was a reason, but I left the whole group. But I thought it was going to be okay because I thought Marty was there and Roger was there, and I figured they know how to lead the group, so they will lead the group. They don't need me. So I took off and I wasn't paying attention, and then I looked back and there was Marty and Roger. We left the whole group. And I was like, what are you guys doing? You guys are supposed to lead the group. They're like, no, you're leading the group. And I'm like, no, but I left the group. I thought, oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was so bad. So, yeah, you guys don't want me leading a group. I lose people. Um, let's see. Make it a Find Marty scavenger hunt. Uh, Marty, Geisha says, Marty, is it serviceability that pushes you away from the Sherms? I don't know. Okay. Rumor has it he'll be hiding somewhere on Overheat Hill. You guys, Overheat Hill is nothing. Okay? It is nothing. It's no bigger than a little molehill now with all of our current wheels. I know back in the day, Marty had a hard time with Overheat Hill with the older wheels, but nowadays, any wheel can do it. Although Marty will say, he'll say, no, 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 the V13 did get a little bit hot on Overheat Hill. The V13 has a problem with torque. So, yeah, I see that. But, okay. But otherwise, Overheat Hills, we have much more substantial things than Overheat Hill now. uh, what you writing says, does Liam have a website? Interesting in buying a CP from him. Check out my last video, and in the description is the link to Liam's Telegram group. Join his Telegram group through my link. Tell him that I sent you, and yeah, he'll get you hooked up. But remember, he's not gonna babysit anyone, all right? But you do get a 1-year warranty with Begode, and so it should be fine. Marty says, any 3,600 watt hour wheel is best for the tour. Liv is not invited unless she leaves the megaphone. Rich says, what stand do you use for your wheels? Oh, an actual wheel question. Okay, so wood stands that you make. All of these back here, they're wood stands. I also have, oh my gosh. Ah! Oh, my other stand. Wait, hold on, let me. All right. This stand is pretty cool. It's like a bicycle stand or something. But you just, you guys are making me move my, how do we do, no, you guys can't see that. I don't know. It's like a bicycle stand. This one works pretty well as a stand, and it's cheap because it's just a bicycle stand. And this stand, oh my gosh. I got this stand from Clark Pads. And you guys can't see. Hold on. I got it from Clark Pads, and then I put EV stickers on it. But this stand, it's like a wheel chock. So this one's cool because you just roll your wheel right onto it, and this goes up and down. So that one is very sturdy and very nice. So yeah, I have a combination of stands, and I love them all. All right. Get back under my blankie. We need the pretty side up. Liv, Dawn, the first time I went to AVS, Roger called out to me and I literally ran away. I heard that story. I would have ran too. Um, Sorry, I'm listening to music. Wow, Marty, you can't stop me. What was it? What was the total mileage on the EX30 before it died? 58 wheel miles. I'll just follow anyone. Don't believe Dawn. In person, she's a sweetheart. Aw, I'm not. If you try to talk to me in person and I don't know you, I will not talk to you. I only talk to people I have categorized as friend and safe. Bunny slippers. There's a special place in the mountains, and only with a very long range wheel you can go there. If you look hard enough, you will find Godfather Marty. Stan says, count me in also. Yes. Chris, now I gotta buy a Master Pro so I can do Marty's last tour. Chris, Chris Tarina has been buying all of Roger's wheels. And Chris, you know that Roger has a Master Pro for sale, right? You better buy his Master Pro then. Squallheart, unless new wheel coming out that is better than our current options, I might bring the V13. You know what? What did I get on the V13? I thought I got 50, was it 53 miles or 58 miles on the V13, which is the same mileage that I got on this. So I know people are poo-pooing on the range of the V13, but it's like, right? YouTube, Omadel says YouTube has a problem. I spammed the dislike button and got to like 19 dislikes. Sorry, cannot undone. Love everyone. Omadel, why are you unliking me? And you did 19 dislikes? That's not good. Squallheart, I like the EX30, but don't see myself spending money on one anytime soon. Okay. Omadel, 40 dislikes? How do I have 40 dislikes? Aw. Squallheart says, that's the stand I like. I got mine from Clark too. He's great. Yeah, that's a really nice stand. It's one of the sturdier ones and you can just roll right into it. So like my wood stand, I have to pick it up to get on there. And you can make wood stands so you can roll it up on there too. But the bicycle one, the little skinny one, is a little flimsy. The Clark one is really sturdy and I like that. My Bunny Slipper says my Abrams doesn't fit my flower pot. People still have Abrams? The Abrams still lives? Flower pots, they're good, but they're plastic, and after repeated uses of it, I did find that the plastic does crack and break eventually, especially trying to support one of these bigger, heavier wheels. Omadel, can anyone confirm how many dislikes if you refresh the live? Why, Omadel, why are you disliking my stuff? Stop it. I mean, Liv says, to be honest, it's okay if you hit either button. YouTube loves drama. Don't worry about it. Omadel needs discipline from his stepdad. Black Cobra's here. Very good to see you, Dawn. Hi, Cobra. I was like, when I talked to him last time, I was like, what do I call you? Do I call you Cobra? I don't know. That just seems kind of weird. But hi. I'm glad you made it. Cameron Massey, it would be nice to have a chart of all the wheels and their efficiency. Yeah. Chris Tarina says, Roger says he's selling his Master Pro to someone already. All right. Gay Zen Lee. Dislike gang checking in. What does that mean? Who's gay Zen Lee? Zen Lee doesn't like me. I guess gay Zen Lee doesn't like me either. Um, oh, Medell, the anaconda is in the chat piece. It's Black Cobra. Let's go. Okay, you guys, this is weird chat going on. Okama 1, Abrams fix is actually not bad. Comfy due to the big wheel, decent range. Not a bad cruiser. No parts since it's discontinued. That sucks. Stan says, can the V13 suspension be removed without extra accessories? I don't know. And I don't know that much about the V13, especially about taking it apart. I didn't take it apart. Um, Reaver says, I think that the fact Dawn's got 3 ways of communicating a pass without speaking proves her commitment ship to avoid people while riding. Who's gazingly? Someone capped that. Stan, you need to put on the other pedal hangers. No, Dawn, you gotta make the brang noise. What's a brang noise? Call me Cobra, Irwin, or Black Cobra, whatever you want, Don. Let's go. Okay. Is that like when they go, I saw this in a movie once where they're like, what's your name? And then they go, whatever you want it to be, or something like that. The noise button Cobra hits when he's excited to hit people. Oh yeah, Cobra does this noise, right? Is that what you're talking about? It's like when he okay. I don't have anything to do. I don't have a noise. No, no. I don't have that. Okay. Oh my gosh, we've done all of this with just chatting. We haven't even talked about anything. What do we need to talk? You guys, seriously, we need to talk. We've just been chatting. How many hours has it been? We started at 10. It's almost been 2 hours, you guys. Most unproductive live chat. Okay, starting now, we are going to get serious. Um, uh, which one has been of all these new wheels, right? Which one has been actually the best wheel? The Commander Pro. Um, the Commander Pro didn't have any performance issues and rode well and never dropped me. EX30 right now has the high speed oscillations and low battery at 99 volts, and he tilts back until he like passes the 45, which you can change it to 65, and then he shuts off. Let's see. Why buy a V13 if you don't want a suspension wheel? Yeah. Stan rides a Monster Pro. She's going to ignore us now. I can't ignore you guys. Is Chooch and Zen Lee the dark brothers of the EUC community then? I don't know. Zen Lee seemed nice when I met him at the last AVS race. But Chooch definitely doesn't like me because he says mean things about me online and says mean things about Marty. And it's like, why? Why are you saying mean things about us? Like, we have not done anything to you. But let's see, Sherman S. I don't know enough about the Sherman S, but it has like leaking issues, and it has because it doesn't have that rod in the center to separate. I already talked about Elvis, right? Let's see. I wanted to talk about media mode. Media mode is a key with the EX30 right now. Wait for the firmware. And oh my gosh, you guys, Liam is really in touch with Bigode. And he says that the new firmware is expected on March 21st. Is the March 21st new firmware that will fix all of these issues with the EX30. and his batch his batch of EX30s will have these fixes. So you guys don't have to worry about that. And after this, I don't think I'm going to be getting any more V1 wheels because I don't know. Now I'm stuck with a wheel that's completely neutered. I can't ride him fast and I can't ride him long because he's going to just cut out at 99 volts. You know, it's like annoying, super annoying right now. Or you get the batch from Lem and it's not going to have any of these issues. So I'm kind of jealous about the people that get that batch. um, how lazy do you have to be to not want to pump up 2 air shocks? Catch these hands in the New York chat. Maybe, okay. You guys, I can't even follow this chat anymore. You guys are talking stuff that's like going right over my head. What else? Do we need to talk wheel things? Like, I feel like we had a very unproductive chat. This is the worst chat ever. Is this the worst live stream ever? Oh my gosh, just such a hot mess. Um, oh, I should have made a list and I didn't. This was hella productive. So much fun. Thank you, Liv. Um, 42 likes. Yay. I love to chat. What else? What else? What else? Come on, you guys, think. We gotta be like productive. What else did you guys want to know? What voltage do you expect EX30 is supposed to stop? 96. 96 volts is where it stops. Don't you jinx it. Um, where where are the 20-pound volt? This is my squirrel moment. Okay, no. I'm squirreling right now. Um oh, these handles, they hurt. And I think I'm getting used to this sharp edge of the foam, so that's good. That was one complaint I had about it. These, this, okay, if you're a girl like me, so I guess I'm talking to you, Liv. This thing is like over 100 pounds, and this is like sharp around here. And when you have your hands there and it like falls or something and it twists your hand, it's like owie, owie. Like I feel like it could break my finger. So I'm really concerned about that, and I don't think that they're going to change that. So uh-oh on that. But it is sharp. Be careful. Marty, I can give you the tech details later, but 99 volts on the EX30 is actually comparable to any pre-existing wheel, so it's not bad like you're implying. Well, then that's really disappointing because I was thinking that, I mean, I only got 58 miles, 58 wheel miles on the EX30, which I guess is about the same as my Sherman Max, but I was expecting more range. Um, I didn't get that much lower on the V13. Um, so I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I thought that if it went down to 96, then I would get a little bit more range out of it. But of course, I could always slow down. But who wants to do that? um, Liv says, I'm wasting time before going to the store. Did you figure out what you're going to make for dinner? Is that why you're going to go to the store so you can pick up stuff to make? What are you going to get? What are you going to make? Handles need pads. It's not just the handles, it's all of these sharp edges all around the handles too. And yeah, this is a very skinny rod to kind of hold. It's not comfy. Grizzla pads, Grizzla is going to make a system. Clark pads is going to make a system. Clark pad systems tend to be on the bulky side, and I don't like bulky. Grizzla makes a skinnier, slimmer solution, which I have on. Yeah, I do have. I have it on both of my masters. I like this slim style, and they said end of this month is when they will have Clark. Grizzly will have their system at the end of this month, and I don't know. I don't know about when Clark's having his system out. Um, did I show you guys this? Here, let me grab my camera. So on my EX, I am using, this is a sheet of Kydex. This was recommended for me to do from Roger. And so it is $18 to get this sheet of Kydex, and it's just Velcroed on. So it's Velcro, Velcro on the battery box, Velcro on the Kydex, and then it's just Velcro the pads right onto it. So I think $18 for that Kydex. And I do have the link to it on one of my videos. On one of my EX30 videos, there's a link to it, I think. Or I guess I can post it again after this. I can post a link to the Kydex. But $18. So if you want the cheapest solution just to get the pads on, that is an option. Girl, I wrote it, and when I hard braked, I yelled out because I hurt my legs. Yes, it hurts. These sharp edges, but I am getting used to it, I think. So I think it's something that you can get used to. But yeah, I don't like sharp edges. Why are you down on your EX30? Won't the upcoming firmware fix your oscillation? And yes, I have full confidence that the new firmware will fix these issues, but in the meantime, I am disappointed. I mean, we had put so much, and we've been waiting for this EX30, and it's not like Big Goat. Okay, like Commander Pro, like seriously, how many wheels have they put out, right? So I can kind of understand when they kind of mess up on a wheel, but how many wheels has Big Goat put out? They are pros at putting out wheels. So to have these issues, to me, is disappointing. And I'm not going to hide my disappointment about it because I'm honest. Omadell, everyone's complaining about Bigode battery packs fall out of the box. Also, Marty has one faulty pack. Is this acceptable on a 3? Well, I mean, Marty had a bad pack on his EX30, which is Leem's EX30. It's the demo. But yeah, I mean, nothing's perfect, right? So but yeah, I don't know. But battery packs falling out? I haven't heard of any battery packs that fall out. I don't know. Spartacus, if you want to fix the sharp handles on your X30, use 120 grit sandpaper to make it smooth. Dislikes are now at 74. Oh my gosh. How traumatizing. Chris, I just bought a new master off of Rogers, working perfectly and charged fully. Good. Marty says, from my experience, all 3600 watt hour wheels get about the same range. However, when we do get the new 96 volt upgrade, it'll probably be the longest range wheel. Okay. Good to know. What you writing says, yes, Clark pads, bumpers, and fairings has too much material they can remove and thus reduce the price. Bunny slippers, Grizzly system for the master looks really good. So I'm curious about the EX30 solution. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I love the Grizzly system on my masters, and so I'm looking forward to that for the EX30. That's why most of us wait for V2 wheels. Yeah. And me too. I want to have a V2 wheel. I don't want to be the one finding out all these problems and then getting stuck with, because this isn't a demo wheel. This is my wheel. So I am stuck with this wheel, and it has issues, and I'm not happy with that. Pinoy, do you have a Sherman S? Why the EX30 over the Sherman S? I do not have a Sherman S. um, I don't know. People keep asking me about the Sherman S. It's like, Sherman S, Don, Sherman S. I'm like, someone give me a Sherman S so I can like put something out there and get people off my backs about the Sherman S. Liv, we still get lemon cars. It's understandable that there's still issues in the technology transcending Eclipse. Sherman S, Sherman S. um, if someone with a Sherman S wants to do a group ride, let's take, I can bring a wheel and we can trade, and I can ride the Sherman S, and I can make a video and get people off my back about the Sherman S. I don't know. The Sherman S didn't excite me. You stride. Oh wait. Transcending, come to South Korea and I'll lend you mine. It's a little bit far. I should have said local people. What you writing says, my Master 40T from eWheel still only charges to 133 and gave up on them providing an answer to it. Okay, if your wheel is only charging to 133, here are some things that you can check. You can get a multimeter and check how are you charging it. If you're charging with a stock charger, what you do is, I have a video about this, I think my Roger charger, and I show you how you stick the little thingies into the, okay, my charger's over here. When you have the bump down here, you stick the positive and negative pin. This one down here, let's call that 1, and we'll call that 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You stick the multimeter pin into 1 and 4, and you measure what it is, the voltage that it's at. For a master, it should be right at 134.4. A lot of times your stock chargers are not calibrated right. There is a little potentiometer inside, and you can adjust that with a little tiny screwdriver, and you turn it until it is set to 134.4. You can try it a little bit higher if you want, but my masters like it at 134.4. And then you need to discharge your wheel a little bit and then plug it in again and then see if with that adjustment it'll go up to 134.4. You just have to discharge it a little bit, because if it's too close to being full, then it's not going to push for that extra little bit. The other thing is that new wheels, sometimes their batteries need to break in. So you need a few charge cycles and then it will go up to the full charge. And then the other option is to get the Roger charger. With the Roger charger, it has the potentiometer externally where you can adjust it. You also can check it with the multimeter and set it to where it needs to be to charge. And I don't know, the Roger charger just seems like it's more oomph, it's got more power, it's got more juice, it's got more whatever. And a lot of times when people are saying that they are not able to charge their wheels up to full, the Roger charger will do it, and it does fix those issues. So you just need a multimeter, you set it to check the volts, you can also check the amps if you want, and then you need these thingies, and this is what you're going to stick into 1 and 4, and you need to pull these out so that it's the long needly ones, and that way you can get into those little places. And you know me and how good I am about technical terms, but that's what you do. And that's something, and then otherwise, if you don't want to do that, really 133 is not that far off. So you might not even want to or have to worry about that anyways. Let's see. You stride. Did you have any issues with the original V13 motor bolts when you had it for the review? No, we did not have any issues with the motor bolts, and Chooch has it now. And I'm sure that if if the motor bolts sheared on him, he would let everyone know. Let's see. The motor bolt issue seems to be that it loosens up. If the bolts loosen up, then it can shear. So if you make sure that those bolts are on tight and they don't back out, you shouldn't have a shearing issue. It's just because of how close together they are, they're not distributing the forces evenly across the bolts. So if they do loosen out, it gives enough of a play. That combined with it not being evenly spaced out and having an even load across all the bolts, that is how you're getting sheared bolts. But you keep it tight and you shouldn't have any issues. Um, oh, bye, Liv. Liv says, I gotta go. This has been a ball. Love it, Dawn. Keep up with the chaos chats. They are fine. This is such a chaos chat. Oh my gosh. Squall Heart says, I've ridden the Sherman S. You know what? Duff loves his Sherman S. Ron Lyon loves his Sherman S. You have so many people that love their Sherman S's, and they're all saying, and they make, or Ron doesn't make videos, but Duff makes videos, and Duff has said many times that he chooses his Sherman S over everything else. So, I don't know. Just listen to what they have to say. I don't need to have a Sherman S. EUC Lucifer says, sure, Dawn, but you don't want to come to Fresno. Nobody wants to come to Fresno. Where's Fresno? um, it's only 5,800 miles away. You just need to charge 64 times with EX30 and ride, and you'll arrive there. I did check batteries, all charge evenly, and charger is at 134.4, so maybe a firmware issue. Maybe, or maybe I have 3,000 miles on my master. Ride just great, just charging has bought. Okay, so if none of those is the case, you can also bump up the charger a little bit higher than 134.4 and see if that'll push it. And you can also try the Roger charger. And then there is also the possibility that your motherboard is just reading the voltage wrong. And the other possibility is that 133 is just your norm and it is not that big a deal and it's fine. So if everything else is great, then don't worry about it. Let's see. EUC vibes. A lot of YouTubers in this chat. Fresno is Central California. You go through Fresno, not to Fresno. I have been in this little cave of mine for decades and I do not venture outside my home. And when I do, I have my visor, my reflective visor, and apparently people can still see me when I wear that, so that is not absolutely safe. All right, you guys, it has been 2 hours. Should we end this? Is there anything else we need to cover? I don't think there is, right? So, I'll give it a few more minutes. Did you update the firmware? Bushmaster says, did you update the firmware on the EX30? Yes, I have the whipping firmware on there now, and it is not the good one. It is not the right one, and it's no good. I need the actual firmware that will fix these issues will be the one that comes out March 21st, hopefully. So the firmware that is out right now is not going to be fixing my issues. You said 2 hours like an hour ago. Wouldn't it be nice? She was serious about where's Fresno? Oh my gosh. I'm the person that still needs MapQuest, or not MapQuest. I said MapQuest. I'm still the person that still needs my phone to tell me how to get home. Okay. I'm so bad with directions. I don't know anything. Wouldn't it be nice if they start making upgrades for the battery pack for more range? Sure. Bushmaster said there's a new firmware today, I think, not the whipping one. Okay, I will check that. I was gonna look into that. I said to myself, I should check to see if there's a new firmware out before I do my live, just in case, and then I didn't do it. But I will do that right after. EUC Vibes, we need a Dawn review of the Sherman S. I hope they send you one for review. There is nobody to send me one, okay? I am not affiliated with any companies. There is literally no one to send me one. If there's any chance of me getting one, it would be like a private local person that has one and says like, "Oh, hey Dawn, let's go for a ride and you can ride my Sherman S and make a video." That would be the only way I'd get one. I don't know. How do you balance the cells? I've read I should leave the charger after it goes green for 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, just leave it on overnight on the stock charger. And so what happens is the charger charges all the way to full, and then it does this little trickle charge when it's in the green light mode. And sometimes it might flash or sometimes I don't know, it might not do anything, but you just let it trickle overnight, and then trickle's good. Okay. um MapQuest, removable battery packs would be so good. I could actually load heavy V13 in my car without breaking my back. Road trip, don't you use a ramp? That's how I do it, and I don't break my back. You got to use a ramp. And I just found a new ramp that is so tiny. Look at that video. Transcending Mr. Kim Leaper, please reach Don. Why do you guys need a review from me about the Sherman S? There are so many people out there already with the Sherman S reviews. Isn't this old news by now? Um, does Freestyler make a PMW for EX30? These companies will wake up soon. Bill Freestyler with his custom firmware. That would be amazing. I love his custom firmware for my masters. It would be amazing if he made one for the EX30 and fixed these issues. Um, Best loop place you've ridden. My favorite loop is Mount Baldy. The lodge is up there, so we go up there, we eat, we charge, and then we continue on. It's gorgeous. Our Mount Baldy videos, you can see how gorgeous it is. That is my favorite. Because you're the gold standard of EUC review. Dawn certified EUC is paramount. Kelly Chameleon says EUC Vibes killed my dog. I'm sure he didn't. Is this a fake chameleon? Fake Kelly? There is a fake Kelly Chameleon out there, and I think that's what the gay Zen Lee is. Um, uh, there's like they call trolls. So I put up my hair, thought we were done, but we're still talking. So yeah, I'm sure EUC Vibes did not kill anybody's dog. Roger says it's already out for the EX30 Freestyler. Yay! So I'll have to try that. And in order to try that, I need an Android phone, and I don't have an Android phone. So I am still SOL. Transcending Eclipse. Roger, I need your 4 hours POV video. Um, all right, so I think, are we done? We're done. Did I talk about the EX30 ad nauseum to your liking? I covered a lot of stuff in my ride video. I covered some stuff today, I hope, with the EX30. EUC Vibe says, your dog killed my Sherman. I'm sorry about that, though. Oh my gosh, is there something to this? Drama. EUC Lucifer, Don's a high-speed rider, so naturally likes performance wheels like Bagode. Sherman S is more for mid-speed riders who occasionally tough high-speed, at least in my opinion. I say that's fair. Oh no, rest in peace, Sherman. Ramp. ramp, if I recall, I saw Dawn roll the V13 straight from her trunk without anything. Yes, with any of these wheels, to get it out of the car, it's super easy. You just have a good hold on it and you just roll it, and it's got suspension, right? So it just jumps off of the car. But to go up it, I do use that little wheelchair ramp now. Where's Roger? Is he still trapped in the basement? Um, oh, Roger's in Fresno. Why, Roger? So there you go. Roger's in Fresno. So you have a Roger. That's good. Um, Stan says, "You're such a jewel to our community." Oh, thank you, Stan. That's so sweet. Um, if you want a ramp, check out that wheelchair ramp. It's a little pricey, but it was on sale the other day. Ron said it was on sale. It's only $106, but you get two of them. So you just split it between you and someone else, and one person gets. There's two ramps, so there's two people, and it'll be cheap then. It'll be good. Um, let's see. Transcending Cliff says, "Roger, I demand 4-hour POV writing video like the one you did with Dawn and Cruz. 1080p would be better." Why? Don't demand things. Oh my gosh. AKUC, free Roger. Roger says, "I'm not in Fresno." Where's Melody? I don't know. I did put a notice out to let people know ahead of time that I was doing a live stream, because I got shit on for that last time. Apparently I did a live stream without telling anybody, which is my preference. But Marty said something like, "You have to tell people when you're doing a live stream." So this time I alerted people the night before that I was going to do a live stream in the morning. Roger's alive. Nobody's in Fresno. I'm in Fresno and I'm a nobody. Oh my gosh. Now I'm curious about Fresno. Where's Melody? I don't know where Melody is. I don't know where Roger is. I don't know why you guys keep asking me where these people are. It's like you guys think that all of us YouTubers are just like, we all live together in some kind of frat house, a frat house of EUC YouTubers. And I assure you that's not the case. But yes, Roger's alive. And okay, so I guess we're done. Aw, thank you for joining me. It would be even better if you guys just recorded 24/7 writing nonstop and live stream on YouTube. Okay, you know what? Roger has a video, I think, coming up. The last ride that we did, it was EUC Tony, who's with Clark Pads, and EUC Fanatic, which is Chris Torina, and Roger and I, and we did oh God, Turnbull Canyon. We did Turnbull Canyon at night. And it was the most hilarious ride because Tony, Roger, and I were on comms, but I wouldn't talk. And so Roger's giving me shit about not talking. And then we would talk, and then Chris was the odd man out. So we talk and we'd be able to give each other heads up. It's like, oh, over here there's going to be dips, there's going to be a bump, and then I'd yell out to Chris because he wasn't on comms with us, and be like, "Chris, careful, there's another jump." And then luckily he heard me and he jumped it, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you, you saved my life." But I don't know, the whole comms thing and being able to communicate dangers and make jokes, and like the back and forth ribbing at each other, it was like so fun. And Roger said he recorded it as well, and I don't know if he's going to make put out that video, but I don't know, it would be funny if he actually made that video, because that was fine. Stan sent me a thingy that's all blue and highlighted. Thank you, Stan. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Um, Chris Torina, see, he said, you saved my life. Oh my gosh, this was bad because there was this drop down, and then there's like, it's all overgrown with stuff. And there was a metal pipe like this high off of the ground, and it's a metal pipe, but it's all overgrown, so you can't see it. So you might think, oh, it's just overgrown. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. My phone power mode, low power mode now. Overgrown, and he could have just like gone straight into it and he would have died. But I yelled and I was like, there's another jump, you have to jump. And then so he freaking jumped it and like made it. And I was like, oh, he made it, he didn't die. So oh my gosh, but I was so scared for him. And but luckily it worked out great. So the lesson is, if you ever hear me yell at you to jump, make sure you jump it. Um, thank you, EUC Lucifer. A few bucks towards your next margarita mix. Thank you so much. I'm hoping that video gets released. I know, right? You have to ask Roger if he's going to do that. Um, but Chris, you gotta get the thingy, so intercom thingy, so you can so you can um so you can talk with us and we can keep you safe. AKUC, have the shocks on your Commander Pro leaked yet? Nope. No problems at all with the Commander Pro. And the new Commander Pro, Marty put out that video of him taking apart the Commander Pro batch 2, and it is awesome. They fixed just about everything we asked them to fix on it, and it's great. And like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm not so happy with that shock system, I would get that Commander Pro because that is a really great wheel. Give it a few miles and it will. Ah, come on. um, so anyways, thank you so much, you guys. Yes, you got to get comms, Chris. Oh God, I think I've been trying to say bye for a long time now, but I'm gonna miss you guys because it's been so much fun chatting. Send the Commander Pro to the canal. Send the Commander Pro to the canal. Is that like a saying, like feed them to the fishes? I don't know. It sounds like it feels like that's what it would mean. Anyways, I love the Commander Pro. If I didn't have the EX30, I would buy the Commander Pro. We hate the Commander Pro. What? E-Rides says, thanks for this show, Dawn. E-Rides, let me know if you really are going to make a softer version of your aggro pads. I am really, I do love them. It's just that it gave me hot spots. But yeah, these are great. It gives you a lot of support. And where I really love and where I really missed it was the brake pad gave like I could brake. Look at this brake pad. Like a lot of times the brake is like, I don't know, the brake seems kind of puny compared to the accelerator, but this one, the brake is just as beefy as the accelerator. So I could brake really well with on the EX30 and this. So yeah, I would be interested in a softer version. um, let's see. This is like small little monthly board meeting for all things EUC related companies. We will make the aggro soft. Yay. It's like secret EUC mafia meeting, but live streamed with Marty, the godfather of this EUC mafia that we have. All right, I love you guys, my EUC family. Thank you for joining me today. Sorry it was so chaotic. I don't know how to make it not chaotic. I mean, I think I am chaotic, so I bring chaotic to the chat. But thanks for hanging in there and tolerating my chaos anyways. Uh, by RG, let's see, Transcending Eclipse, E-Rides, Squall Heart, Road Trip, have a nice day, have a great weekend. We are all rainy today, but I think we're rainy today and Saturday, and then we have maybe some good weather on Sunday. Um, Roger says we love chaos. It's snowing. Come to Korea. It's not raining at all. Canada. Oh my gosh. Okay. One of these days, if we can make this happen, I would love to go to Korea and visit you guys in Korea, visit you guys in Canada and Australia if they'll let me in, because I heard if you have a criminal record, they won't let you in Australia. And yeah, so if I can go to Australia and then wait, Canada, Australia, where else? Like all over the US, right? I need to visit. I have friends in Vegas. I have friends in Fresno. I have friends in where else? Arizona. Live is in Arizona, and I have friends. Wait, so everywhere that I have friends, New York. I want to go visit New York. I have friends in New York. Um, where else? Like all these places, and do like a whole like world EUC trip. But in order for me to do this, I have to like map it all out on how I'm going to go, and I would need to borrow a wheel. So let's make it happen. It won't be soon because I don't know when I would be able to do this. But that is something that I have thought about and I think would be like a great adventure to have. So that would be really cool. Um, Oh, France! Oh my gosh, I can go to France. Yes. Let's see. Scapari, Vegas. Uh, you should be coming to Vegas East Gate Con. I'll think about it. I thought criminal record was required for Oz. Wish I could make it to Vegas. Can you imagine if we got a group of people together and we all like did this world EUC tour together, but I mean it'd be harder to be able to find so many wheels to borrow. Rewer, are you in Denmark? The Don Champion World Tour. Get your tickets now. Denmark? Really? That's awesome. We could go to Poland and visit Wrongway. Um, All right. Anyways, thanks for joining me today. Sorry it was so chaotic and weird. But thanks for putting up with me and my strangeness. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Let's see. Push buttons. Push buttons. Push buttons to shut down. Bye, guys. Try this hand.